What's up, family? It's your boy Bam Bam Bellion. Let's talk about what's up, what's happening, and what's going on. Shouts out to the four corners. Welcome to the What's Going On show, 10 toes on 10 foes.
It's your boy JB, and we cruising through the east, sidewise. 10-4. What's going on? Everybody, what's going on? What's going on? What's California? Leave a comment in the section, we can have a conversation. Talk about what's going on. It's your boy JB, and we cruising through the east, sidewise. What's going on? Every day we in the streets trying to bring about peace. Let's try and see what's going on in East Side. Watch California. It's your boy JB. 10-4 block hard. What's going on?
Barely standing about to go to pieces, screaming peace. I pray for them. I pray a no T for this world. East Side R's 104 life. Wake up, Watts.
What's happening, family? What's happening? What's the word? What's going on? You know your boy is here to drop it to you, let you know what's going on. That's my job. I got to keep y'all up. In case you don't know, drop a couple of little information up there. Hey, man. They say a picture is worth 1,000 words, man. Look at this picture. Take a good look at this picture. As I say, look at here. Look at there. So what's really going on? Boy, look at that, man. All them countries that were surrounding their Arab brothers' country have beef over some Shia and Sunni foolishness, whatever's going on between the Muslim folks on that side of the world, for Kuwait and Bahrain and Jordan and United Arab Emirates, who don't really even have an army, to all be calling themselves riding with the United Snakes of Amnesia, and it's not real. And the crazy part is, it's Saudi Arabia, I forgot them. Even though they showed up to Ayatollah's funeral, Houthis turning it up with them right now too. So yeah, that's going on too, y'all. That also is what's going on. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, I'm left to wonder. I'm kind of chorus. I'm curious. I want to know what's on y'all mind, because I ran over there lighting them Arab countries up behind America. Just like that, man. The devil is a liar. I'll be the first one to tell you. And it's been pretty a whole lot of lies coming out the mouth of this man right here. Taking home the gold. Taking home all 7 of the things the Lord say he hates. Proud look, a lying tongue, hands that shed innocent blood, a heart devising wicked schemes and thoughts, feet swift to run to do evil. Tell me he not fitting all of this, and got the United States military fitting all of this. A mouth, a false witness, breathing out lies, like a mother, and one who sows discourse among brethren. Like I just said, man, poor Bahrain, poor Kuwait, poor Jordan, poor UAE, Saudi too. They done slapped him a few times with a few missiles too. Hey, but on some really real though, man. Yeah, he fit them all, man. And so does this dude right here. You know what I'm saying? This guy. That being said, man, we finna get off of these videos we got for the day, so y'all can see what's going on, baby.
They can run the world. They can establish. Okay, so they're Luciferians.
Right.
Okay, they're not godly people. They're part of the synagogue of Satan. They're Luciferians. At the top, of course, you have the false Jews, the Khazarians.
These are his own people banging on him. He kind of looked like Trump do in front of the rest of the federal government right now. Don't get it twisted. Most of the United States government is completely in the pocket of these other folks, man. I wonder what they're chanting at him. And shouts out to my boy, to my brother who produced this channel, We Woke Now. I'm gonna put his link to this video in the description so you can watch the whole video. It's worth watching this whole video, yo. The fact, follow bro. This channel got a whole lot of information. Read the words, ladies and gentlemen. Read. This is why they don't want. This is why all the kids in America right now got like a fifth grade reading level. The kids, the adults, is reading it like a fifth grade reading. They don't want y'all reading nothing. Read this.
בזמן שישראל לאחרונה זאת פיצו כמה עניינים. מה שלא יעוד, וגם משהו שעדיין משאיר ליבו. אז הייתה מה שהוא ממה ידיעתו. הכנראה שהיא מספיק, כאילו שהיום כבר כמה שעות בגיל עדיין ליבו. אבל יש עוד כמה שעות, אז יש להשתדל גם היום, בבשורות טובות. יש שמחה וטוב לבוא. על כדי שחסידים מקפידים שכל מנויים כשמחה. בשורות טובות, הצלחה רבה.
But we know why America and the UK, for that matter, Tony Blair, because I spoke to him about it at length at the time, we know why they went to war with Saddam Hussein in 2003. They went because they believed he had weapons of mass destruction. They were the ones who argued it. None of the senior people that argued it for America or the UK, in terms of Tony Blair, George Bush, Colin Powell, were Jewish. This idea that somehow Israel was orchestrating that war, I think is completely nonsensical. I mean, my brother fought you dumb son of a bitch in that war for the British Army. He wasn't ordered into that.
I'm a jackass of the week. I'm a jackass of the week.
What the hell? It was a decision taken by George Bush and Tony Blair. It just seems to me that when people have accused you, if they have, of being anti-Semitic, this is the reason why. It's because you look everywhere for a reason to blame Israel for absolutely everything, even when there's no evidence that it was Israel involved in the actual orders that were taken. There is no evidence that Israel, you dumb son of a bitch, ordered the Iraq war. It was taken by George Bush's administration with the help of people like Tony Blair.
Well, we went there because Netanyahu testified in front of Congress that they had weapons of mass destruction. Netanyahu testified in front of Congress that they had weapons of mass destruction. That they had weapons of mass.
And Eric Pierce knows this right now today. he on his show talking shit about it right now. Because I mean, it ain't hard to dupe a dope, is it?
Destruction.
That they had weapons of mass destruction. there aren't legitimate questions about a potential operation against Iraq. Indeed, there are. But the question of whether removing Saddam's regime is itself legitimate is not one of them. And equally immaterial in my mind is the argument that America cannot oust Saddam without prior approval of the international community. Because this is a ruler who is rapidly expanding his arsenal of biological and chemical weapons. This is a dictator who has used these weapons of mass destruction against his subjects and his neighbors. And this is a tyrant who is feverishly trying to acquire nuclear weapons. The dangers posed by a nuclear-armed Saddam were understood by my country 2 decades ago, well before September 11th. In 1981, the late Prime Minister...
And who was dancing and celebrating when the planes hit the towers on 9/11? Wait a minute, 9/11. And put the puzzle together, yo.
Minister of Israel, Menachem Begin, dispatched the Israeli Air Force on a pre-dawn raid that destroyed the Iraqi nuclear reactor at Osirak. This probably took place months away from Saddam's ability to assemble the critical mass of plutonium for the first atomic bomb, or more than one.
Everybody knows this is bullshit now, right? Has the bullshit ever stopped? Trip off this.
This ICC judge can't use his bank cards or book a holiday online because he's been sanctioned by the US for his role in approving an arrest warrant for Israel's Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu.
This man can't use his credit cards because look, he's a judge in the ICC. That's the International Criminal Court. He has every right and authority to do what he's doing. Now he can't use his bank cards. Untouchable.
In February 2025, Nicolas Guillou and 7 other judges from the International Criminal Court were put on a list of 15,000 individuals blacklisted by the US.
In this sanctions list, you have the terrorists from Al-Qaeda, from Daesh, and you have international drug traffickers. And in the middle of that, now you have the judges of the International Criminal Court.
Ain't that a bitch?
With the sanctions, basically do not have any service from a US company. It can be the big platforms, Airbnb or Booking. For example, I made a reservation on Expedia. It was cancelled. And it's the same with credit cards, because in Europe we use credit cards that are American. Visa, MasterCard, American Express. And in
now, see, y'all too young, man. A lot of y'all too young to remember the Jetsons or pay particular attention to some of the episodes. But I remember one episode when George pissed off a robot, and the robot went to a master computer, and the computer put him under something called Code Red. Y'all can look this up, man. It's crazy how cartoons was. That cartoon was really based on the future. It's crazy how cartoons tell the future. And put him under this Code Red, and he basically was just like this dude is right now. It's like anything electronic was against him in a future where everything had become electronic. Yeah, let's keep going.
In most countries, we do not have any alternative. We have a travel ban. We cannot go to the United States. The assets that we could have there would be frozen. And it's a prohibition from any US person, whether it's an individual or a company, to provide service to us. We live like in the 90s, where we didn't have all these tools.
In November 2024, Judge Guillou and 2 others on a panel found there were reasonable grounds that Israel's Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, former Defense Minister Yoav Gallant, and a Hamas commander Mohammed Deif, or
so it ain't just Bibi the bomber. They got the dude from the head of Hamas. They want him too. It's a warrant out for him too. But ain't no sanctions on him for behind that dude, though, right?
Criminal responsibility for alleged war crimes and crimes against humanity committed from October 2023 to May 2024. The ICC accused Netanyahu and Gallant of the war crime of starvation as a method of warfare and the crimes against humanity of murder, persecution, and other inhumane acts. US President Donald Trump said the court had abused its power by issuing arrest warrants for Netanyahu and Gallant because
You dumb son of a bitch! You dumb son of a bitch! You dumb son of a bitch!
Israel is not a member of the ICC and therefore the court has no jurisdiction. Trump also said it could set a dangerous precedent that could expose members of the US military to possible arrest.
When I joined the court, I knew that it was not going to be easy. I knew that my personal life could be affected because we are an institution that can be contested by some actors all around the planet. When you attack the institutions that are supposed to protect the weakest on this planet, you reinforce the law of the strongest and the law of the richest to the detriment of the law, full stop.
Judge Giyu says,
Ooh, did you hear that?
He's adapted to living like it's the 90s.
The beauty of being older than the younger generation is that you lived in a time where the tools that we have today didn't exist. I was a student in the 90s. There was no cell phone. There was no internet. I was perfectly happy.
Donald Trump
Just like that, right? Let's keep going.
Is panicking as additional U.S. service member casualties are being revealed since he's escalated the catastrophic war in the past 10 days. At least 100 U.S. service members have been injured since Donald Trump has escalated the catastrophic war in the past 10 days. In all, over 500 U.S. service members have been injured since Donald Trump commenced this catastrophic and unlawful war. Also, the death toll since Donald Trump has escalated is at least 3 service members in Jordan, a service member as well in Iraq. In Iraq, that service member was by a drone where there was a controlled detonation of an Iranian drone that was allegedly captured. That's the story that CENTCOM is saying, but CENTCOM also lies about everything. And we know with Donald Trump's fraudulent numbers before in his entire life, it's usually a multiple of what the numbers that are being revealed are. So could it be 5, 7, 10x what he's actually saying? You know, state regime media CBS is reporting the 100 U.S. service members. So when Donald Trump's regime is feeding that to CBS, I'm skeptical, and I think that it's probably downplaying the casualties and perhaps even the deaths by a significant amount. But each of these deaths also are individuals. These are people with families, and these are individuals who have been killed as a result of Donald Trump and Netanyahu's catastrophic invasion of Iran, like First Lieutenant Tyler James Feehan or Private Isabella Gonzalez. Our heart goes out to their families. Now,
yeah, that poor sister, man. But they're not paying attention. They're not really paying attention. Let's look. International news give it to you more raw.
Staying with the war in West Asia, Iran's missiles are changing. They're not getting bigger, nor are they traveling any longer. Instead, Iran's missiles are getting smarter. The war is in its 5th month, and the Pentagon has noticed something unusual. Iran is launching fewer missiles, but they have become harder to intercept. Some are maneuvering more aggressively, changing their flight path at least twice before impact. Some missiles are striking with greater precision. Others are working alongside drones to confuse American air defense systems. U.S. officials say the warfare is evolving faster than expected. So what exactly has Iran...
It's kind of like when America showed up in Vietnam and the Viet Cong was fighting them using tunnels and using land against them. And they was, what? Huh? Where? The most powerful military in the world doesn't amount to nothing. But somebody knows how to deal with you. I mean, man.
Iran changed. The first change is the strategy. In the opening weeks of the war, Iran's strategy relied on volume. Tehran fired hundreds of missiles and drones to overwhelm U.S. air defense systems. And that has worked. As per reports, U.S. bases in the Gulf are running low on interceptor missiles. The supply is unable to meet the demand. And now Iran has changed its tactics. Fewer missiles are being fired, but they are more advanced. They can make split-second maneuvers, juking the incoming interceptor missiles. The result? Direct hits on US military infrastructure. So how are the missiles evading interception? Because of something known as MARV, that stands for Maneuverable Re-Entry Vehicle. A MARV is a ballistic missile warhead. It changes trajectory and shifts its flight path in its final stage, just before the main impact. This particular unpredictable move makes...
He got a missile that know how to juke like O.J. Simpson.
interception extremely difficult. That is why US air defense systems are struggling. And Iran is increasingly making these warheads in its underground missile cities. The IRGC has upgraded 2 of its main missiles. They carry these particular warheads now. The most lethal is called the Fatah-1. This missile has movable nozzles, fins attached to the missile booster that help in changing direction.
It's a goddamn flying shark. Look, the missile is technically a shark. That's a missile. It uses fins to change its movement. Hey, this is hilarious, dude. On everything, the motherfucking... Hey, ain't nothing like a big, powerful army getting surprised like the British did in Afghanistan. Let's keep going, man.
And then there is the Khyber Sheikhan. It has special fins on the warhead. They help make the missile lateral shifts during descent. So Iran is firing missiles that can trick air defense systems. And that's only half the story. US intel says Tehran is getting support from allies. The Pentagon claims Russia and China are indirectly involved. As per reports, Moscow and Beijing are providing satellite imagery and crucial intel about US troop movements.
And before y'all get to whining and complaining, America is helping Ukraine against Russia, right? I guess is that turnabout thing.
This has helped Iran hit American targets with precision. Over the weekend, Iranian missiles struck Muwafaq and Aqaba air bases in Jordan, killing at least 2 US troops. Iran
and we know of so far.
Also struck an ammunition depot in Kuwait's Camp Odeiri, along with a radar system in Ali Al Salam Air Base. The United States has also accepted damage to its bases in Qatar and Bahrain. 2 Iranian missiles in particular are responsible for this. The Imad and the Ghadar. These missiles have advanced nose cones. They can be guided using satellite-based coordinates, coordinates that Russia and China are giving to the IRGC. So Iran's missiles are now doing 2 things. First, they are flying on more complex flight paths, making interception extremely difficult. Second, they are hitting with precision, thanks to inputs from Russia and China. That brings us to the latest US intel reports. They say Iranian missiles are improving. They are getting unpredictable, precise, and deadlier.
This picture is too true, right? Didn't I tell you Kuwait, Bahrain, Jordan, UAE, so they... Y'all helping them? Oh, y'all helping these motherfuckers. Well, okay, we got something for y'all. Yeah, don't worry about it. They won't be able to hit y'all. No, what they meant is they can't hit America's homeland. And they're like, you know what? We can't hit the United States, but you motherfuckers, we can hit. Whatever.
On the other hand, President Donald Trump claims Iran's missiles are of no big concern.
They've lost everything almost militarily. They've got very little left. They've got some missiles. They've got some drones. They've got some manufacturing ability, not much.
You dumb son of a bitch!
Clearly, Iran seems to have learned something. Missiles don't need to be the fastest, nor do they have to be the biggest. They just have to be annoying enough to ruin American ambitions.
From breaking news to the day's biggest controversies, shedding light on the world's top headlines, detailed analysis on the stories that matter the most to you. Catch it all on Spotlight at 6 p.m. India time and 12:30 GMT, only on First Post.
The world doesn't fit in boxes, so why should your news? From battle.
There's one more piece that I wanted to show you guys. Let me find it right quick. Let me find it for y'all right quick. Like I said, it's one piece that I'm missing that's a little important to me, so I want to make sure y'all get to see it. Let me see here. Where is it? Where is it? Hey, man. And let's just get to the other piece. That's what we'll do. Oh, nope, it's not right there. Shouts out to all the content creators too. While I'm looking up this video for you. Now you hear them talking, you heard him talking all that stuff, man. Let's do a replay on that, if nothing else. Where are you? Yeah, let's play that again, so that'll get us to the next video. Yeah, let's play that again. Now remember what the president of the United Snakes of Amnesia said just now.
They've lost everything almost militarily. They've got very little left. They've got some missiles. They've got some drones. They've got some manufacturing ability, not much.
Clearly, Iran seems to have...
He sounds just like Lyndon Baines Johnson did before this happened.
By 1974, North Vietnamese troops had violated the Paris Peace Accords and renewed their assault on the South. It was clear the Republic of Vietnam would fall. In April of '75, North Vietnamese troops approached the southern capital of Saigon. President Gerald Ford ordered all U.S. troops and citizens out of the country.
Permit the movement of...
Excuse me, Gerald Ford. But no, before him it was the other dude, man, Nixon or whatever. And yeah, they was making America believe that, they don't have nothing in the Vietnamese, the Viet Cong is on the run, and the United States, and everybody in the country knew it wasn't true. Just like everybody know the shit they said right now about Iran ain't true. Man, look at they got missiles changing direction. They got missiles stopping at street lights in the sky and then doing what they finna do, man. What the fuck?
Of refugees to the area of their choice.
And on April 29th, Armed Forces Radio began playing White Christmas to signal an evacuation was underway.
I'm dreaming of a white...
Get your country ass out of here. It's time to go.
Captain Gerald Berry was assigned to rescue U.S. Ambassador Graham Martin. The mission evolved into an 18-hour day of shuttling people to an armada of ships waiting in the South China Sea. And as Berry flew toward the U.S. Embassy in Saigon, he could see enemy tanks approaching the city.
Yes.
So I land behind the embassy, said, I'm here to get the ambassador. Because I'm thinking somebody told him I was coming to get him. Well, then somebody else gets on a...
They ain't won a war. This was not a win. It ain't been a win in the last few they've been in. They've been in war out of the 250 years of this country existed. They've been at war for less than only 16 of those years where they not warring with somebody. and they wasn't consecutive years. Warmongers, dog, look, they be getting their ass whooped, but be convincing the American people that they won.
I phoned and said, well, the ambassador isn't coming. I said, well, really? I said, I'm supposed to get him. Well, no, he's not.
Get y'all, cut your ass out of here. Y'all get the fuck up out of here.
So take a lift of these. So they loaded Vietnamese on.
In the early hours of April 30th.
Hey, y'all was helping these motherfucking invaders. Y'all better get the fuck up out of here.
Despite multiple flights with hundreds of evacuees and with time running out, Barry uttered 3 words that meant it was imperative for the U.S. diplomat to leave.
I'm not leaving the roof until the ambassador's on board. And out of nowhere, I said, the president sends. 2 minutes later, the ambassador's up with his whole staff to come out. That's all we needed. Probably needed, I could have said that at 12 in the afternoon. So he comes up, gets on, we fly out with the ambassador, and you make the call, you know, tiger, tiger, tiger. That means the ambassador's out.
Personally, I'm embarrassed. I'm embarrassed.
I just bet y'all asses is over there fucking around with people and fucking with these people's lives. Ain't that exactly what y'all doing in Iran right now? I'm embarrassed. Iran is going to embarrass in America, and it ain't over.
Embarrassed that the United States of America is being humiliated and is leaving an area that we had come to defend.
Humiliated, have to leave an area that we came to defend.
Yes, we've chosen to leave, but we've chosen to leave because it's no longer defendable with the resources that we have chosen to commit.
Oh my God, and how much money did America spend on that war? And how many soldiers lost their life, man, in particular, man? How many black soldiers lost their life? You know, we died at a different ratio than the so-called white soldiers. They was using us as like decoys over there, man. And just look, just to get your ass whooped, get your ass handed to you and have to flee up out of there in the end.
And the limits that we have put on our involvement in South Vietnam.
Now I know what y'all might be saying. That was a long time ago, right? Okay.
Shocking scenes of desperation and chaos in Afghanistan are being seen around the world. Can't believe my eyes, says the man who shot this video of people clinging to an American
get y'all asses up out of there. Y'all better get the fuck up out of there.
Cargo jet as it takes off. Machine.
Get y'all asses out of there. Hey, it's been thought, look, Russia told, look, y'all don't even like it, but Russia trying to tell y'all, get the fuck out of Afghanistan. You can't win there. They got a book called a documentary called Afghanistan, Death of Empires, and America thought they was going to fare different.
Gunfire could be heard as thousands of panic-stricken Afghans stormed the airport. They battled their way onto civilian planes, which took off with hundreds of passengers.
Y'all better get y'all asses out of there. Look, when you have to run like that, this is not a win. This is not a win. If you win, there's no rush to leave because you done decimated everything. Everything's under your control, and you left things how you set it up. No, you had to run out of there and had to leave millions of dollars worth of military equipment. You rearmed the Taliban.
Jammed inside. One air traffic controller marveled as a pilot ferried 800 people to Dubai in a plane designed for 150.
800 people on your jet? Holy cow.
They was lucky that jet was able to get off. They lucky it didn't crash. It was way too heavy. Ain't that what we just seen in that other video? Them have to push helicopters overboard and shit.
More scenes of panic as night fell, and thousands more fought to get on any plane going anywhere. Caught in the maelstrom are reporters for American TV networks, including courageous women like CBS News correspondent Roxana Saberi.
For security reasons, our hotel is under lockdown at the moment. That's why I'm speaking to you from my room. The situation outside is very volatile.
I spoke to PBS correspondent Jane Ferguson.
I've covered many wars and revolutions and crises around the world, and I've never seen anything like what I'm seeing here or what I'm having to deal with here as a professional.
ABC's Ian Pannell described the eerie scene in Kabul.
Well, we've just been out onto the streets. The most striking thing out there is we didn't see one single woman. Half the population is now hiding behind closed doors.
There's deep fear the Taliban have had an assassination campaign against professional women in particular, who have a very strong presence.
Sign it.
Yeah, y'all coming over there fucking with people's cultures, trying to tell them how to live, running LGBTQ cartoons on their television channels and shit. Hey, y'all got to get the fuck up out of here. They basically did what y'all with old boy and them did in Germany behind that craziness that was going on over there. Dr. Herzl.
At this beauty salon in downtown Kabul is being whitewashed over. This 12-year-old girl was in tears as she told the world, no one cares about us. And here they are, the new rulers of Afghanistan, taking over the presidential
So all that shit was for nothing.
Palace, a humiliating end to 20 years of American leadership.
20 motherfuckers. You wasted 20 years just to get ran out and for the very people you say you was there to fight to retake control over the country. Oh, reckon, dog, embarrassing. He told me, well, I feel quite embarrassed about Vietnam, man. Y'all feel embarrassed about Afghanistan. It ain't been long enough yet. Y'all gonna get embarrassed. Y'all be feeling embarrassed about Iran too. My son and his generation, they're gonna be looking back on this time and people, they generation gonna be saying how much of a mistake this was. All that shit he talked about Iraq. Iraq was a disaster. Yeah, you on your way, bruh.
In a faraway land.
Now that is just the realest of the talk, right? We're not playing no games around here. It is what it is. People can say what they want, dog, but no, reality wears boots and will kick you in your ass hard as hell when you run around here acting like you don't understand reality. This is the reality of what you see on your screen right now. They playing games, man. You know what I'm saying? On everything. Dude, this thing ain't going nearly like they trying to convince everybody that it is. And then you got the Iranians over there saying, we're waiting on them. Like, we want them to come here. We're waiting on them. And look, he ain't put no boots over there yet because his top military advisors are all, that's the one thing he is listening to. That would be a mistake. We can't go over there and fight them people on their terrain. You think we lost people in Iraq? Yeah. Man, I'm gonna leave y'all with my boy, dog. Follow this kid, man. His name is Lawrence Johnson.
That does not look obliterated or degraded to me. This looks like missiles that's moving, grooving, vibing, sliding, dodging defense tech. So I don't know what the fuck y'all talking about. It seems like it's margin for error, you guessed it, death over there. Surprisingly, I think historically right now is the worst time possible to die. Because imagine you a soldier over there for your greatest liability. You don't even really know why you're over there. And you die. Get took up top. And the first thing you see on social media is Henny Hegseth say, Godspeed, heroes. Their sacrifice-only siphons are resolved. Hello? Oh, I'm haunting this nigga forever. Hey, God, please let me back down. I got a couple words I got to say this, man, because shit is not copacetic. Who the fuck is he talking to? And when is he talking about sacrifice? Sacrifice for who? Who did I just sacrifice my life for? Because it wasn't the United States. It was the greatest liability who command genocide. I didn't sign up for that sacrifice. Bring me back down. I need hands. Then we have Iran releasing videos saying they shot down a U.S. drone. And I think the biggest thing to take away from this is that Trump's team has been lying for quite a long time because he said everything was obliterated. But now that the war has just started back up, they've already blew up bases, killed some of our soldiers, and now they're shooting down drones. So how many capabilities do they actually have?
Outsized action in retaliation, but I don't understand how it's possible that Iran has the capabilities to fight this way and continue to try to lash out at Gulf countries and U.S. military bases, because the U.S. has obliterated Iran's military. And
no, stupid. That's what your president told you.
Shut up, Meg.
That's what your punk-ass government told you. You listen to
Shut up, Meg.
This is a motherfucker. You know.
Shut up, Meg.
Well, man, Lord have mercy. This government lie about everything, and it's legal to lie to you, but you can't lie to the government. That's obstruction of justice, perjury, whatever the fuck. But they can, your government can lie to your black ass.
And the president continues to reiterate that.
It's almost shocking that instead of just saying, I think Trump's team was lying or just over-exaggerated about how obliterated it is, instead they warped their mind and they're like, well, it is obliterated, Maybe not obliterated, but kind of obliterated.
Like almost pregnant, right?
And if you look at the numbers of missiles that they've been able to fire off from the beginning of this war, late
Or a little pregnant. like a little pregnant, huh?
February, early March, and what they're able to do now, it is very seriously degraded.
It just makes zero sense, because if it was that degraded, they would not say out loud, hey, we're going to go on the offensive soon. If you keep on bombing us, we are going to send missiles your way. And then immediately kill 2 of our service members and kill who knows how many Jordanians.
Yeah, that's something ain't nobody talking about.
Clearly, they still have missiles. And on top of that, they are waiting on us to put boots on the ground. Like literally waiting.
Listen to this shit right here.
The Americans are attacking us from the air and then fleeing, and we do not have access to them. We know how to access the Americans. If they come, it will be good and appropriate, because then our war will become land-based and manly. In a land war, the
land-based, and what did he say? Manly. Pay attention to that. Because as far as these other countries are concerned, they got militaries. America's military is full of bitches. Look, manly, man to man.
Iranians are zealous. Iran will not allow its territory to be in the hands of anyone else. And the Americans will definitely cause many deaths.
Wait. You're saying you welcome? I'm hearing you say that you would almost welcome a U.S.
Are you deaf, motherfucker?
You dumb son of a bitch!
You heard him right.
You dumb son of a bitch!
He said we welcome. Like bring your ass, sugar. I mean, quick. Bring your ass, quick. Bring your ass.
Invasion of Iran. Is that what you're saying?
Our answer is that if you want to enter Iran, it is no problem, but we will definitely fight you like men. We are not telling them to come.
Oh, he said we will fight you like men. He brought that man thing up again. He like, we know we got more men in our army than y'all do.
We are not looking to kill, but if someone invades our land and thinks that they can easily take Iran, they are mistaken. Iran is not a conquerable land, and American soldiers will definitely suffer a great calamity, and I do not know if they will be able to remove the bodies of American soldiers from the region.
Now, why isn't that interview being played on mainstream news media? Because I would see that and be like, I don't think we should go in there. If we go in there, I know who should go in there. The greatest liability, the one that told us to go in there, why don't they put some boots on the fucking ground? But instead, them bitches is hiding over there. We gotta attack Lebanon, Hezbollah.
I hate a motherfucker that try to take off on the people that they think is weak, and Hezbollah over there playing real games with y'all. But like he said, where the boots? They never sent not one soldier to Iraq, even though y'all just heard Bibi the Burma talking about we need to get rid of Iraq. We must stop them from getting nuclear weapons. I don't reckon, dude.
Go into Iran. Stop worrying about you go into Iran. And we start bombing them all throughout the night last night and expect that this morning and today they're not going to do anything in response. They are. And to say that we're launching airstrikes in the general direction of the commander-in-chief basically just means, yeah, we about to blow up a whole bunch of shit, kill as many people as possible because you killed 2 of ours. But why did they kill 2 of ours? Because we was bombing them during a ceasefire for a week straight. And then they said, if you bomb us again, we are going to return fire. And they did. And now we like sitting there and acting like we're surprised. I feel like this is such an obvious solution. Why don't we for once let these pussies stand on business themselves and fight their own fucking battles? They say they don't need aid no more. They say they're trying to merge our military. Fuck that. Can you even fight Iran by yourself? Let me see that. Let me see how y'all do when you put boots on the ground and your air superiority without sucking off the U.S. nipple, huh? How about that? But that's not going to happen because we're fucking occupied. And not just here, around the world. People from the ICC that want him arrested? Yeah. Bank shut down.
Last summer, Nicolas Guilou has been unable to use his bank card. He's one of the judges on the International Criminal Court who issued.
Yeah, y'all already seen that and know what's up with that, man. How they shut down the judge, how they sanctioned the judge of the International Court because he said this man needed to be brought to justice, man. Hey, been fun, man. Love y'all to death, love y'all to life, man. keep on paying attention, man, and prepping yourself. Chance favors the prepared, man. We don't know what's to come, dude. But I take that back. Jacob's troubles are to come. And chance only favors the prepared, man. You better prep yourself physically, mentally, and most importantly, spiritually. Get your shit together, because yeah, shit gonna come home. Something gonna go down here. If nothing else, these motherfuckers gonna kick a false flag off because this shit ain't popular. None of the people is agreeing with their own representative in government right now, and motherfuckers is definitely turning against it's not real in the United Snakes of Amnesia. So this shit is gonna get interesting, man. Till the next time, man, I love y'all to death, love y'all to life, man. Whether it be here in the kingdom, we all gonna see each other again. As long as you're breathing, I need you to take that opportunity to get it right. Because if you're breathing, God's giving you an opportunity to get it right. Till next time, dog, y'all stay safe out there, man. Eastside ours. Because Eastside is on.
Welcome to What's Going On Watts, where we are taught to survive. And just like the phoenix from our own ashes, we rise. What's happening, family? Thanks for tuning in. We all we got, representing Eastside Watts tenfold.